What's up, yo, it's Octopus. Today I'm gonna show you how to make vocal chops like Skrillex. You can get like the Skrillex inspired drum kit because you've heard some Skrillex inspired drums here. I've actually got a drum kit inspired by Skrillex on my website, so if you need projects, you can get projects for free from my website, and you can get a drum kit like this from my website as well. I'm gonna link it in the description. This project you cannot get from my website because it's a song that I'm gonna release. So sorry about that, but I'm gonna show you what is going on here. So first of all, we got a bunch of processing a little bit going on, you know. There's a reverb, there's an EQ, which is automated, there's a chorus and a phaser, and there is a saturator. The chorus and the phaser, I was just fucking around with the settings. I didn't have anything in mind and I didn't know what I was doing. I was just experimenting, and the chorus and the phaser really gives that little effect that you hear, and I'm gonna show it here, right? So if we turn off this chorus and the phaser, it's a big difference, right? When you turn the chorus and phaser back on, it gives that Skrillex effect, which is pretty cool. Then I added a little saturator to boost things, right? How did I make this little movement going on, right? It's like moving up and down, right? Like a little vocal chop. How did I do that? It's an EQ that's being automated, right? So we got this EQ going on here, and I basically turned on the high end, right, like this here, and I moved it so that I could create an automation here, right? So an automation line popped up, and I just randomly with rhythm, obviously, I tried to do like a little automation, and it came out to sounding really cool, right? Then I made chords, obviously, as well, and to make this vocal work, I did the same thing to the chords. I automated the chords with a little EQ, right? So an EQ with the chords is doing the same thing. I could have done it like, I don't know, I did it on the vocals and on the group. The vocals are in a group, so they're being automated by this EQ, and the EQ in here, right? So it's a double EQ automation. I felt like it sounded better like that. It just had its own sound. If we turn off this EQ, it just sounded very weird and off, right? But when it has its own EQ, it sounds much better. So what vocal did I use? How did I end up chopping these vocals, right? I used an Ariana Grande a cappella called Imagine. Nobody knows us. So I'm not gonna play anymore. I don't want to get a copyright strike. And basically I've put it on complex, and I started just finding different I started first of all complex, not complex pro. So complex, you put it on that, and then I started putting it up a few semitones and down a few semitones, and I started just kind of experimenting with that shit. I can show you how I do it so you can get a little idea. So we're gonna first of all copy this into this new acapella so that we get the effect, and then I'm gonna pitch it up a few semitones, and now it has like a little cool synthy vocal. So then I just kind of, I usually go to the end of different vocals and stuff like this. That's already like, oh shit, that sounds cool, right? You can make something out of this. So maybe that sounds like a cool different vocal. So we might have to zoom in a little bit here. So yeah, let's put it something like this will do, then like that. Something like that again. Maybe a little space. Sounds a little bit like a Justin Bieber drop, you know, from the Purpose album as well. You got a little yes going on as well, so I like that too. And that sounds really fucking cool. I might use this vocal. So let's try to use an EQ now and automate this stuff. So hold on. I don't want this to get confused because sometimes. All right, we're good. We're good. So let's add this in and make a little automation, EQ automation like this. Shit. Something like that for now, just to get some basic thing going on. And then you want to make it a little bit more specific, right? So make more of these little, and adjust it to whatever the rhythm is, you know, how the rhythm works. That doesn't work already, right? That's too deep, like there's too many. So if we do one, maybe something like that. That goes a little bit too fast. That sounds much better, right? Then we can add more reverb to it. And reverb, I didn't actually copy for some reason, but I'm just gonna add a reverb really quickly now. So let me just find a cool little reverb. All right. So let's do a reverb automation. Maybe we can automate the reverb as well. That could be fun. And experiment with putting reverb before the EQ and after, just to see what you get. You get more control if you put it before the EQ, because then the EQ will automate the reverb too. And it's gonna create an extra chopping layer. So if I put it before the EQ, and you could do something like that. Make the reverb a little bit less sensitive. Then you want to turn it off every now and then to create that sense of difference, like dry, then wet, dry and wet. It creates a cool little effect. That's not really working, you know, but we can try that. Could copy and paste this shit, see if that works. Not really. Not really. We can change, like, change the semitones here, transpose it. I like that. Sounds pretty interesting. That works well with the fucking... It's in key, you can tell, right? But then this shit gets too repetitive, so it would be a better idea to change it up. That kind of works in the key. Yeah, I like that. You could maybe duplicate this, make it twice, go twice like in a row. Nah, that doesn't work. Slow vocals like that, they don't work. They just sound weird. Like if you hear it, it's like a little, it's like almost sounds like a pluck. It's like you're not gonna do anything with that. But here, it has a vocal. It has a, it's got a letter saying, you know, there's a E going on. Here it's just S like a plucky shit. Like that's not gonna work. But vocals like that usually always work nicely. So we might switch shit up and add it. That didn't work. Yeah, that double vocal is lame. That's too fast. But you'll get the idea. I like that. I like that. I respect that. I like that. I'm not gonna lie, it's really fucking good. I like that shit. That's gonna be it for this video. It's just a short little tutorial to show you how you can achieve. That's just one way of doing these vocal chops like Skrillex. There's many other ways, and there's many tutorials to like actually do a similar vibe. This has a cool little Skrillexy vibe, so I hope you found the tutorial helpful. Yeah, let me know if you want to see more tutorials like this, and yeah, I might actually make a song with this shit now because it's really fucking cool. I like that. See you next time.